Number 1. The duckling. You exist before you're born. You've been existing for 27 days already, tucked inside a shell that has become slowly and then all at once too small. You can hear things, your mother's voice, the water, the world, and then something shifts in your body, a biological alarm clock you didn't set, and you start moving. You have a small hard bump on the tip of your bill called an egg tooth. You will never use it for anything else. You use it now. You tap. You rest. You tap again. This takes hours. Nobody rushes you. The shell cracks in a jagged ring, and then the whole top lifts off like a lid, and you fall out into the world, wet and exhausted, and completely baffled. You weigh less than a tennis ball. You are covered in yellow fluff that dries within the hour into something almost comically soft. Your mother looks at you. You look at your mother. Something locks into place. She is the world. She is the definition of safe. Wherever she goes, you go. You follow her down to the water and you discover, without being taught, that you float. That water is not something to fear, but something to be in. You tip forward and your tail goes up and you dabble in the shallows and eat whatever small, soft things you find. Your siblings are always nearby. There are 6 of you, and you move as a single organism, a cluster of yellow fluff trailing a larger brown shape across the surface of a pond. You grow fast. The yellow fades. Brown feathers push through. You look awkward for a while, patchy and half-formed, neither duckling nor duck. Then, one morning you stretch your wings, and they are real wings, and the air catches them, and you understand something new. You are not just a water creature, you are also sky. Number 2. The lamb. You arrive in cold air. The field is dark, and the grass is wet with dew, and your mother is breathing hard, and then you are outside, which is a condition you have no framework for yet. She turns and finds you with her nose and begins cleaning you with a thoroughness that is almost aggressive. You are being loved into existence. Within minutes, and this is not an exaggeration, this is simply what lambs do, you are trying to stand. Your legs are extraordinary, long and thin and folded in ways that seem structurally improbable. You get them under you. You collapse. You try again. You collapse again. On the 3rd or 4th attempt, something clicks, and you are standing, wobbling on 4 legs that seem only loosely connected to your body, and your mother is making a low sound that means you specifically, a sound she invented for you in the last hour and will use for the rest of your life. You find milk. Everything gets warmer. The sun comes up. The field turns green and enormous, and full of other lambs doing exactly what you are doing, which is running for no reason, jumping over things that don't need jumping over, spinning in small circles, and then sprinting back to your mother to confirm she is still there. She is always still there. Spring wraps around you like a second fleece. You eat grass for the first time, and it tastes like the whole world is edible. You have no concept of winter. You have no concept of anything except this field and this sun and the specific sound of your mother's voice finding you across 100 other voices. Number 3. The foal. You hit the ground running. Not literally, not in the first minute, but close. You are born with legs that are already 80% of the length they will ever be, which means you arrive in the world looking like a creature assembled slightly wrong. All limb, almost no body, a head that seems borrowed from something larger. Your mother noses you upright. You try to stand and immediately understand that standing is a project. Your legs splay in 4 different directions simultaneously. You try to coordinate them. They resist coordination, but there is something in you, some ancient urgency, because horses that could not stand fast did not survive. And every one of your ancestors stood fast, and so within an hour you are up. Shaking, but up. You nurse and the warmth spreads through you, and your legs stop shaking. By the end of the first day you can walk. By the end of the second you can run. And running feels like the truest thing your body has ever done. The paddock is large but never large enough. You race its fence line for the joy of it. Your mother watches. She lets you go and lets you return, and this rhythm, out and back, is the entire shape of your early life. Other horses are nearby and you learn their language, which is mostly ear position and body weight and the precise angle of a neck. You are curious about everything. You put your nose on things. You spook at things that don't move and ignore things that do. You are, for a while, the most purely alive thing in any field you stand in. Number 4. The baby elephant. You are born into noise and warmth and the pressing in of enormous bodies. Your family is all around you before you've taken your first breath. Your mother, your aunts, your older sisters, they all reach for you with their trunks, touching your face, your back, your legs, making sounds so low you feel them in your chest before you hear them with your ears. You weigh 100 kilograms and you are the smallest thing in the herd by a factor that makes the word small feel insufficient. Your trunk is a problem at first. It is long and it goes where it wants and you have very little say in the matter. You trip over it. You swing it at things and miss. You try to drink with it and inhale water and sneeze dramatically. Learning the trunk takes months. It has 40,000 muscles and 0 bones, and it is, somehow, your hand and your nose and your voice all at once. Your family doesn't leave you alone for a single hour of your first year. There is always a body between you and anything unfamiliar. Always a trunk reaching back to check you're still there. You grow slowly by elephant standards and quickly by every other standard. You play with the other calves, mock charging each other, tumbling in the mud, standing in the shade of your mother's body during the hottest part of the day. The world is large and you will spend decades learning it. But right now the world is the herd, and the herd is everything, and everything is enough. Number 5. The Red Panda Cub. You are born in a hollow tree, and you are the size of a golf ball. Your mother has lined the nest with leaves and moss and soft things she gathered before you arrived, which means she knew you were coming even when you didn't. There are 2 of you, maybe 3. You are blind. You are deaf. You are almost entirely helpless, and also, by any objective measure, among the most visually arresting creatures ever produced by evolution. Rust-red fur, white-tipped ears, a ringed tail that is already longer than your body. None of this helps you right now. What helps you is your mother, who is almost always in the nest, who is warm and present and smells like the specific safety of the hollow tree. Your eyes open after 3 weeks. The world arrives in pieces, light first, then shape, then the dizzying green depth of the forest canopy above you. You climb before you walk. The tree is your first landscape. You grip bark with curved claws that were made for exactly this, and you move upward into the branches with a confidence your legs on flat ground don't yet have. You eat bamboo eventually, which is a strange food for a carnivore's body to accept, but your body accepts it. You eat it with your front paws, sitting upright, in a posture so composed it looks deliberate. The mountain forest is cold and misty, and smells of wet earth and something sweet you can't name. You are small and vivid and perfectly hidden in the red-brown leaves of autumn. You were designed to disappear into October. Number 6. The Baby Sloth. Nothing happens quickly. This is not a complaint. This is the entire philosophy. You are born in the canopy, gripping your mother's fur with fingers that have been gripping things since before you left the womb. You do not let go. Not for weeks. Not for months. Your mother carries you everywhere she goes, which is not many places, because sloths do not go many places. She moves through the canopy at a pace that makes everything else in the forest look frantic. You watch the world from her chest. Leaves pass. Light shifts. Rain comes and goes. You are in no hurry to do anything independently, because independence in the canopy means falling, and falling means the ground, and the ground is where the things that eat you live. Your metabolism runs so slowly that a meal takes a month to digest. Your body temperature fluctuates with the air around you. You sleep 15 to 20 hours a day, and the remaining hours you spend being almost entirely still, which from the outside looks like more sleeping. You are not lazy. You are efficient. Every calorie is accounted for. Nothing is wasted. Your fur grows algae, actual living algae, that turns you green in the right light and makes you invisible against the canopy. You are camouflage that breathes. When you eventually leave your mother and find your own tree, you do it slowly and with great deliberation. And when you arrive, you grip the branch and hang, and the forest moves around you, and you are the still point at the center of all of it. Number 7. The fawn. You are born spotted. The spots are not decoration. They are the precise pattern of light through leaves on a forest floor, and they will save your life in the first weeks before you can run. Your mother licks you clean and then does something that seems, from a human perspective, like abandonment, but is in fact the opposite of it. She leaves. She beds you down in tall grass or ferns somewhere with cover, and she walks away because her scent would lead predators to you, and your scent in these first days is almost nothing. You are scentless and still and spotted and invisible. You wait. You are very good at waiting. You fold your legs beneath you and lower your head, and you become part of the ground. Hours pass. Your mother returns to nurse you and then leaves again. This is love in its most functional form. After a week, you can walk with her. After 2 weeks, you can run. Your legs are built for speed in a way that seems to skip the awkward phase entirely. You go from uncertain wobbling to genuine sprint with very little in between. The spots fade as summer deepens. You follow your mother through the forest, learning the paths, the water sources, the places where the light changes and the air smells different, and you stop and listen before continuing. You are learning the map. You will need it. Number 8. The piglet. You arrive in a pile. There are 8 of you, maybe 10, maybe 12, and you are all moving at once, a writhing mass of pink and squealing urgency, and the urgency is real because there are only so many teats, and you found yours and you are not giving it up. You weigh a kilogram. Your ears are enormous relative to your head. Your snout is already fully operational, twitching and cataloging the world in olfactory detail that would overwhelm a human brain. Pigs have more smell receptors than dogs, and you are using all of them right now, mapping your mother, your siblings, the straw, the air, the particular warmth of the place you were born. You are also, within hours, curious. Dangerously, irrepressibly curious. Everything gets investigated. Everything gets nosed and mouthed and pushed. You root in the straw. You root in the dirt. You root in things that are not dirt and not straw and should not be rooted in. Your mother is vast and patient and warm, and you sleep pressed against her side in a pile of siblings, and the heat is collective and total. You grow faster than almost any other baby animal. A piglet doubles its birth weight in the first week. You are in a hurry, biologically, to become something harder to eat. But right now, you are small and pink and loud, and the world is your snout's problem to solve. Number 9. The Baby Hedgehog. You are called a hoglet, and that is the best word in the English language. You are born blind, deaf, and covered in a fluid-filled membrane that protects your mother during birth. Because you have spines, roughly 100 of them, even now, even at birth, white and soft and waiting. The membrane recedes within hours and the spines harden. More spines push through the skin over the next few days, darker ones, the ones you'll keep. You cannot see, you cannot hear. You can smell and you can root toward warmth, and your mother is both. There are 3 or 4 of you in the nest, which is hidden in undergrowth or under a log or somewhere low and covered and safe. Your mother is attentive in the way small prey animals are attentive, completely, constantly, with a vigilance that never fully relaxes. Your eyes open after 2 weeks. The world is the nest. Then the world is the area around the nest. Then one night your mother takes you foraging, and the world is suddenly enormous and dark and full of smells that have no names yet. You follow her nose to tail through the undergrowth. You eat a beetle, and it is the best thing that has ever happened to you. You eat a worm. Also excellent. You curl into a ball when something startles you, and the spines do their job, and whatever startled you goes away. You are small and round and armed, and the night belongs to you. Number 10. The Baby Otter. You are born in a riverbank den, and you cannot swim. This is the central joke of your early existence. You are an otter. The river is right there, and you cannot swim. Your mother nurses you in the den and keeps you warm and dry for the first few weeks, while your eyes open and your fur thickens and your body figures out what it is. Then she carries you to the water. You do not go willingly. You grip her fur. You make sounds of protest. She puts you in anyway. The water is cold and moving, and you thrash, and somehow, infuriatingly, you float. Your baby fur is so dense with trapped air that sinking is not actually possible, but you don't know that yet. Your mother stays close, diving under you, surfacing beside you, demonstrating with her whole body how this is done. You watch, you try, you are bad at it, then you are less bad. Then one day you dive and the river closes over you, and you open your eyes underwater, and the world goes green and gold and slow, and everything makes sense. You surface with a fish. You eat it floating on your back, holding it with both paws, and the river carries you downstream in the afternoon light, and your mother is beside you, and the current is warm, and the fish is good, and the world is made of water, and you were made for it, and you knew it all along. You just needed someone to throw you in.